Let's go, Hardy.
Stay long the whole show.
Nah, just 20 minutes.
And that's
Look, hey, I'm a dog on the beat. Bully, I'm a bully, spitter literally. My passenger seat got a bully. Got a top dollar bitch. Shit 30. And she rich. If you ain't top off, you a bitch. We bout our ends, cut and split. I really cut ends when I split. Barber in the act, I keep a clip. Limbo, this is not a rental. I got hella bitches, need a kennel. I got hella bitches trying to breed. Big dog, nigga need a leash. Doggy style, I'm a dog out. Single, never been in a dog house. I'm a big dog, pet me gently. We'll fry your bitch, he Frenchy. Got your bitch in heat, I'm a stud. Your little bitch is weak, look like pud. Pin the lever, air out your bud. Golden retriever, no air bud. Pockets look like big X, but these clippers don't leave no plugs. Look,
They already in the comments with it.
Man, that's it.
Hey, drip and go. I don't know.
You.
Yeah.
Say, this is crazy, man.
Man, it's the Bully Spin podcast.
I think this is the first time some shit really like dropped.
Season
the camera
4.
came on.
Episode 30, I believe, man.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
in the game.
Man,
Seasons in the game.
it's your boy Allen with Exquisite Bullies, man. Let's get to it.
What's up, man? It's Tony Henderson. It's your boy Tony Henderson, the professor in the building. You know,
Hey,
let's go.
man. It's your boy Bully God, man. Y'all know what's going
The
on.
petty
man.
guy.
Hey, man. All of that. Yeah.
Man,
What's really going on, man? They dropping this news that we can use, man.
Man, so
They say-
real.
They say what's going on with Royal Pain, man. I don't know. I just seen Buddy
yeah,
Oz Brothers. He just posted, man, if anybody has paid any money or sent any money on Royal Pain, DM me immediately. You know, so
They say they can't hear.
that's open for us. No sound. Okay, that's open for speculation. YouTube, can you hear us? Can you hear us on the YouTube? If you can hear us on the YouTube, let us know. Okay, YouTube good. It's Instagram say they can't hear.
Instagram's trash.
Let me write in the comments for the Instagram to go to YouTube.
Damn, Instagram. That's crazy. Go on YouTube, man. You good on YouTube.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Where was I? I lost my train of thought.
Man.
Oh, okay, Buddy. Buddy from Oz Brothers is open for speculation, man. You can think whatever you want to think. I don't know. I don't know what this means, but he just posted if anybody has sent any money on Raw Pain, DM me immediately. And that's what they talking about in the comments.
Man, that bad? Like, it might not be bad, though.
Yeah, it could be something good. He could be finna sell the dog overseas.
Yeah.
You know, it could be. Then it could be a lot of other things.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
But I feel like this is more wrong. This is more wrong than right. What you think?
Judging by the party involved, shit.
I mean, when you say party, when you say party, you gotta. Some people don't know who all involved with the dog. You know what I'm saying? Who is it then? So basically, you saying. Since it's Littlefoot 9 out of 10, there's some fuck shit going on. That what you just said?
You really don't know, bro.
Nah, but that's what Tony just said, though.
Like he on this petty shit.
This shit crazy.
Yeah.
Shit, it could be.
It could be some good shit.
It could be some good shit. It could be some
like
fuck shit.
it could be some, hey man, we finna go on and just run this shit up, you know.
We gotta call him.
Guess who?
My boy, it gotta be Daydream.
Hey man, y'all know the.
I told you.
It's too early.
It's too early.
I apologize.
It's too early.
Y'all, it's too early for this. You know what I mean? But I broke down to y'all that dog was for sale. I don't know what he did, but there's no way that it's gotta be. It's no way it's good, and he's tagging me in it. You know what I mean? So if you got Google Boy Daydream in there, it's no way possible. There's no way possible he can.
Yeah, so
tag.
it's 100% some bullshit.
We
can
has
go ahead
to
and use
be.
our brains and say it's some bullshit.
I don't know the details.
Yeah.
I don't know the details, but I'm telling you right now, it ain't looking too good. But I told y'all from the get-go, that dog was available. He was trying to sell half of that dog. Fucked him over, you know what I mean? And everybody that bred to that dog's not getting paperwork. So, you know what I mean? Y'all got to understand what's going on. You know what I mean?
How do you know all this, though?
Because you know what I mean, you know people that know people that know people, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean, you get a little more insight, you know what I mean, especially with, you know what I mean, just knowing how much of a scammer Littlefoot is, you know what I mean, you start, you know what I mean, people start letting you in on, you know what I mean, the truth, you know what I mean, because some people got offered that same deal for that dog, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
So, at the end of the day, you know what I mean, this is real, bro. I've been telling y'all for a while. You know, that dog's been available. He wants y'all just to pay half of his shit. Y'all can just have the dog at this point. You know what I mean? So I mean, shit. If he want to go down to Texas and conversate with the dog, and then I can see, you know what I mean, what we can do from there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll for sure go down there. You know, repo his dog, and I would enjoy it doing.
Damn, I'm going to get it.
You'll go get the dog.
Yeah, I'll go down there, go get that motherfucker. Yeah, I'll go down there and get it just for shits and giggles. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
And then if he turn out to be worth something, then you know I might. I mean, I'll make triple. I'll make quadruple what Littlefoot have ever made. Littlefoot can. I can you be a stud on her? Okay. Now, low key. You are the petty god, all right? I seen what you did with all that change, you know what I mean? And I thought it was funny, but I felt like you should have went with Ziploc bags. Them still was in $10 bunches, you know what I mean? The quarters was $10. And you know, I think you got to be more petty. You got to go in that Ziploc bag where they got a hand counter. You know what I mean? There's already counted up for.
I didn't have enough time, and where it said, man, the dollar store is probably like the dollar.
No, you had more than enough time.
Miles away.
You just didn't think about it.
You say, well,
you had more than enough time.
I'm telling you, look, I'm in the country. You know what I'm saying? So in the country, you know, them dollar stores, they really not as close as you think they should be. You know what I'm saying? So I had to work my move. What I had in front of me.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but like low key, Tony, Allen, we all know Mo. You know what I mean? We all know you have to go to dog shows when you have a stud. You gotta be able to come outside. And Littlefoot, he's not able to come outside because he scammed so many people. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we all understand this, bro. And you know what I mean? The only way he can go to the jamboree is Daydream do 2 backflips in his living room. I know that shit ain't happening, bro. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro,
he went to the jungle last year, did he?
Yeah. Nah, he went. I don't think.
Yes, he did. He had security there.
He did not go to the jungle. This recent jungle,
he went to the
jungle. Did not go.
It's been a few jungles, bro. But he done been to a jungle.
I
can't tell you which one, but
he went to the last one.
It's been a few jungles.
No, he did not. The recent one, he did not go. He did not go. 100%. I know for a fact he did not go. But this I will say, bro. It's just he doing too much. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say you got to do 2 backflips. He talking about, okay, well, if Daydream agreed to fight me at the jamboree, I'll come. But I've been agreed to fight you. I've been agreed to fight you a month before that. I mean, I don't understand what's taking so long. You know what I mean? But hey, y'all, this Daydream place for the bully community. You know what I mean? We all know what's going on. This is devastating for the bully game, for the bully community. I don't want anybody to laugh. I want right now. It's time for mourning. You know what I mean? We should be all mourning for you know, the loss of, you know what I mean, Littlefoot's career. Daydream force for the bully community.
This man crazy, boy. Appreciate you tapping in with us, man.
What's going on, my guy?
That's tough, bro.
Y'all see that they announced that Jersey Devil has
Jersey Devil pass? Yeah.
pass?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
First off, condolences to Jason. You know, anytime a dog pass, I always like to give my condolences. We all know how that feel.
Yeah, for sure.
But I know with us being a podcast, I know some more coming. What you got?
Man, do you think he was already dead a long time ago? And like it's just a coincidence. Because
it's hard to say.
It's like lateral moves. Like
it's hard. Usually when a breeder,
tri-state, situation.
But he couldn't have been.
And then
how he was.
It couldn't have been a long time ago.
Yeah, because 30 just did the DNA.
Yeah,
thing.
But usually when a breeder close a stud, they usually give people the opportunity to breed to them before they close them. Usually, right? Like a top stud.
Yeah,
they usually like, all right, you got this amount of times before. Before we close, they try to get that last bow wow, all that money come in, and so it's speculation. But would it change anything? The only way it would really matter is if he was still sending out
boxes,
Jersey Devil boxes.
That's crazy.
But that's the only way it would matter.
Man, that shit wild.
Jersey, he sacrificed himself.
Man, like for real.
But shit. And all in all, that boy had a hell of a career, though.
Yeah, that was from 30. 30 got some more shit going on. They didn't want the real to come out.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah, they didn't want the real to come out.
All in all, for Florida. What would y'all rank him in, with Florida studs? Like, shit.
The dude himself, he top.
Yeah, he gotta be.
Yeah, he the top.
Yeah,
he gotta be top. If he not the one, he gotta be the two in the last 5-6 years in Florida.
Man, he top. He won. He's one.
Yeah.
I don't see nobody get.
Yeah, Tri-State wasn't around long enough to be considered a Florida, one, right?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
who else?
He did his thing, bro. He put in his work for sure.
Yeah, that motherfucker went iconic. We're quick.
Yeah. What else we got? How y'all feel? Let me ask y'all this. How y'all feel about
Dak?
Nah, for sure. How y'all
sign Dak?
Sign him.
Yeah.
Sign him where?
He talking about the Cowboys.
Sign him?
Yeah.
He gone?
Nah,
he up for a contract.
He up for a contract. Sign him?
After this year.
Nah.
Sign him again?
Yeah.
We can go without him.
You say that until you got to go without him, bro.
Until you look out there in the mind, then.
Remember them goddamn
Nah, we can go without him.
Chad Hutchinson and Quincy Carter and Vinny Testaverde days. We don't want to go through them again.
Say them days was bad, boy.
Them days was bad.
Shit,
bro.
Tony Romo days was bad. Shit.
Nah, you tripping, bro. Romo was one of the most.
He had a good start.
Nah, Romo was one of the most crucified best quarterbacks we had, bro.
8 years, 8 wild card years.
Yeah, but without Romo on them teams would have been. Them teams would have been picking probably first in the draft.
Man, I feel you. Yeah. They should have gone and let that shit happen because that was a lot of pain. One of them years.
I ain't gonna lie. It was. That's the Cowboys for you, though.
Ain't nobody going to the big championship. Game. You know what I'm saying?
But nah, see, at least the blood is on the end of the stick. Like it ain't like we just gotta sit there. Ooh.
First round, second round.
Ooh.
First round, second round.
How y'all feel about
Shit, it's a lot of teams ain't getting to no rounds. You know what I'm saying?
How y'all feel about paperwork and registry still? Do y'all feel like it's time for the registries to either come together or it's time for us to just accept one registry?
I think it's time to accept one, man, and just kind of just go with the shit.
Cause what you feel?
I think it's cool. I don't know. As long as the paperwork coming, I feel like they should be a little more stricter.
Yeah. What you mean?
Like just with making sure everything is everything. I feel like they should be a little more stricter. Send a picture of your
I feel that
all
the time.
Yeah.
Make your DNA test every breed.
Type shit.
Or, once you put the stud on file, they can DNA test, have people submit for the puppies a DNA test. But I just feel like, bro, it's time to get behind. It's time for one registry to be the registry. You know what I'm saying? Because you
need somebody to get in front.
You got shit popping up here and popping up there, and it's it keeps the game in a circle.
Yeah.
So it's we going by this standard, we going by that standard. Are these dogs
all it takes
American bullies? Are they hybrids? Are they whatever nanos?
Yeah.
All
that shit.
Because you know, all in all, to me, nano is just made up shit.
Yeah, that's some made up shit.
But now you got, you know, some registries
trying to make it a
real thing. And it's like, how do you do that?
They say ABKC or ABR.
Who said that?
On show radio, American Bullies.
Tell them to call in. I want to know why they feel that way.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I like USBR too.
USBR.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I like them all, bro. But I just think they need to either like
come together. Too much money.
I think they all got some good shit. I think ABR got they the most prestigious, I guess you could say right now. They the ones that everybody recognize. Yeah. Then you got
USBR.
You got USBR. You know, they were, I want to say, one of the first ones with an exotic standard.
Yeah.
Then you got Bully Pedex. Bully Pedex got that damn
Bullypedia.
That mating simulator that they got.
Hey,
shit,
man,
everybody been using that
everybody
forever.
Use that hoe, man.
Yeah.
That mating simulator.
Yeah.
You go in there, plugging that shit and be like, oh, yeah.
The pig.
Yeah. So it's like they all got shit that could like come together and be one, but I don't think it ever happened.
So why is it that you didn't say nothing about UKC?
UKC don't fuck with us right now, bro.
So is it safe to say that they ain't the top dogs no more?
No, they the top dogs.
Yeah, because they got everything else.
They the top dogs, just not with our breed.
Yeah.
I want to say one of the first ones. This Kurt. They call me Show Ready Boys on the YouTube. He told me to call in.
What's going on?
What's good? What's good?
Chilling. I just think ABKC, as far as the regular Bulls, and then the ABRs, I'm kind of new, but I know them got the exotics. So that's my opinion.
Which one got the exotics?
He's saying ABR.
The ABR.
Yeah, ABR. Yeah. I think if like ABKC add the exotics, except the exotics over there, man, it's like ABKC will be powerful.
Yeah, but they always ban the bigger dogs in my eyes.
Yeah, nah, for sure. But if they added the exotic bully to they shows, that'd be.
I think just about everybody looking for a faster service though.
Yeah, ABKC get your shit out.
What's that?
Hey, that's him.
Yeah, cut your YouTube down.
Okay. I ain't want nothing. I was just calling in, mess with you. I'm gonna try to call in a little more. I'm up there and messing with it. Well, I'm around here with D-Mark and all them, so I've been around for a minute just watching. I'm the student.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate you calling in.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, I think we all can use a little faster service though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. And not have to get charged for it.
What you mean?
They get taxed.
So you know, ABR just dropped the app.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to get on their website no more.
Nah, for sure.
You can just do it from the app.
They say, do y'all hate the term nano?
I do personally.
Yeah, I know.
I hate the term, bro.
But what's the difference from the nano and the micro?
Some shit people just made up.
Nothing really.
But the thing is, they wasn't saying micro at one point.
You're right.
Micro ain't just always been around.
You're right, but then once you make the class, and now micro is 12 inches and under, or 13 inches and under. What's under? You know what I mean? Like, so nano is just like a
big name.
It's like a marketing strategy down there.
Yeah,
I got this nano bull,
and a lot of these dogs not nano. That'd be the thing too. They not the size that people claim them to be.
But that's because people was getting lied to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, back in the Gap, they used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
They tell you you got a micro, but you really got a pocket.
Man,
how many people you made?
I've seen a lot of people get finessed like that.
Nah, for sure, because they don't know.
Yeah.
Anything smaller than a pit bull,
it's a micro.
I got me
a
micro.
Nah, for sure.
Say she about this small.
My boy used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
King K.
Damn.
King K. We had to go tell him shit. Look, Kincaid will tell you down, pull that wicked out on your head now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that should be irritating when they be like, look how small it is. Like, man, the motherfucker really ain't that small, bro. Look how and if it is, bro, like what does that matter, bro? Yeah, you know, is that a thing? Like, do y'all value how small a dog is?
No.
Kinda sorta.
I like it's more of the substance thing for me. Like, I'm a substance guy.
It's not just about a dog being small. The joker gotta be put together, right? You know what I'm saying? But you know, you get, you know, it's small. You know, you get the attention. It's just like if a midget walk through this door right now.
Yeah.
You gonna be like, damn.
Nah, for
that
real.
little motherfucker.
Nah, he ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just like the thing of it.
Yeah.
You know, the nanos or whatever, they just the midgets. Yeah. They just midgets.
Nah.
Little motherfucker.
How many like being honest, out of every 5 or 10 dogs that people say
teacup humans
that people say are nano, how many of them are really, you know, under 10 inches or whatever?
And
it's a lot more now than it was then.
For sure. It is.
Yeah.
But it's still not a lot now. It's still not a lot of 10-inch dogs now. Like true 10-inch dogs.
Yeah.
I'm talking about not stacked a certain way.
Not pointed at an angle.
Not stretched all the way out like a hot dog. I'm talking about just straight at the withers. It's not a lot of true 10-inch dogs, bro.
Yeah.
And that's a small ass dog.
That's small as it. People got to think like, what's the average men's size shoe? What, 10?
Yeah, 10.
So
9.5.
9.5. All right. So take your 9. So whoever take your 9.5 shoe, place it up on the ground, and see if your dog is below that. Like that's small, bro.
Really,
for sure.
Do you really want to be that small though? Is the question.
It could. I mean, it depends. Like I say, if it's
preference.
You want a female that small?
Together, do I want now?
Yeah. See?
I don't want. I mean, I'll take a human though. I'll take a midget. You know what I'm talking about?
Freak ass nigga, man.
Well, yeah.
This man crazy, bro.
I would take one of them little motherfuckers.
The little motherfuckers.
I don't want to be a good club.
Nah, bro.
Nah,
that shit priceless. That's priceless.
Female dog,
man.
though.
Oh man, it's coming out, bang, bang, bang. You hear me? Yeah, we have a good old time.
Nah, I like my females to be a nice size, but really right now, man, with the Whelping and man, how that shit be going, I take a cool 3-4 puppies, man, and be good with that. Yeah. I'm not even really trying to get no
10, 7.
Yeah, I don't even want that.
I don't want that. I go to the vet and be like, hell no.
I don't want that.
Hey, like
I feel like 5, 6.
Yeah, that's a good number.
That's a
6,
good number, bro.
6 is good.
That nigga Allen had an 8-piece. That boy didn't answer the phone for down there a month.
Ah, yeah. I don't even want them problems.
Yeah, it's a problem though.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. That should be hard. That should be hard. That's like 2 litters, bro.
You gotta find a groove.
That's like Whelping 2 litters, bro, for sure.
You in that hole.
Yeah, you gotta. Okay, I'm gonna put this for. Don't let them all be the same color. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna put this for on for this album.
Nah, don't let them all be greedy. Like they be like that's hard on the dog,
they
bro.
Suckling them hoes.
They kill. Now you gotta worry about other shit. Now you gotta worry about the mama having problems.
Yeah,
you gotta worry about the mama not producing enough milk.
That milk, you gotta give her time.
Did you have to bottle them at one time?
Yeah. Had the bottle feed.
But
at one point, it looked like
sure that mama got some water.
I remember that when she called,
sure.
she said that one looking kind of weak.
Yeah. At one point with that litter, it looked like the mama was gonna develop mastitis or some shit. So I started taking, the puppies off, and you know how you handle that shit with the warm towel and the warm towel and draining it. You still want it to come out.
Yeah.
If not, then that. I don't know the scientific terms, but that teat basically will clog up, and that's what you don't want it to do. You don't want it to clog up, that one teat. So, you know, the puppies can still feed while that's going on, but you want to stop it before it gets clogged up. Yeah. Once it gets clogged up, more than likely it's going to develop into an infection, and now that's going to be bad milk to where you got to take all the puppies off.
Mm-hmm.
So
how they end up going?
That's work there.
Did you end up putting them back on?
I ended up taking them off, putting them on.
Yeah.
When you do that shit, you know what you deal with now?
Mm-hmm.
Diarrhea. Because now you're switching from, you know, supplemental milk
and
to the real milk.
Then when you get the diarrhea, you know you got
upset stomachs. You know
so that causes the immune system.
It's a whole lot of shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's
once them jokers get diarrhea, you better get on it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Cause the I don't know what it is about them, bro, but their immune system is like
it's they babies. It's like having a kid. You know, most people don't let their kids. You know, when they have a baby, they don't take their kid outside for the first month or so or whatever it is. You know, it's the same with they weak. Like anything that they exposed to, they can die. Like common cold can kill a COVID for sure can kill a puppy.
Ooh, that COVID did me bad, boy.
Man, COVID was tough.
That COVID took every dog from me but one. Left the ugliest motherfucker alive.
That's crazy.
Dang.
Say, boy, that COVID came in with a punch.
Man, that
for sure.
Left, right, overhand.
Lord, man.
Nah, for sure.
That COVID was something else.
What's some whelping problems y'all done been through?
Shit. Pretty much the same thing. Just shit.
You ain't whelped a litter about 10 years, boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Southern Queen, boy.
Nah, for real.
Southern Queen taking the problems right off your hand.
Man, look, man, you know, got a great relationship.
I ain't gonna lie, man. The best thing. What I did, man. I started my weapon kit, man. I'm gonna have me a bottle of Clavamox. Yeah. I'm gonna have me some Album for the parasites. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know that coccidia is a motherfucker. Real easy for them to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's you might leave that pad down too long. You know what I'm saying? Like anything like. So I just really have me like a little kid to where I just run a process no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. When they hit by 4-5 weeks, I'm start 3 days they on wormers.
Yeah.
3 days they on Album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I might float and just add if needed is the Clavamox.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bro, I know my people be thinking that like my people that come over or come to visit when I have a litter, I know they be thinking I'm crazy, bro, because I be making them do crazy shit, like spray down with Lysol when they come in the door.
Nah, for real.
Like when they come in the door, like
that's
you
a real
spraying
thing.
down with Lysol.
I used to make niggas take their shoes off.
Damn.
Take them shoes off.
Man, they be like, serious?
Yeah.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, we gonna spray.
Like why? I'm like, man, I got a little like puppies. Making me spray down with yeah. Let me do it. Make sure you do it right.
Spin around.
What's his name? Jay did too. My boy Jay Williams used to
make you spray down with Lysol.
Spray yourself down.
Nah,
that's what you gonna smell like when you leave his house. Lysol.
Yeah. How my boy Jay doing anyway?
He all right hooping.
Yeah.
Last time I talked to him, dropping that weight.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Yeah. Last time I seen him, he was super skinny.
Yeah.
He'll
be 2K.
He still breed dogs?
No, he got a few.
Yeah.
He got a few, but he ain't really just breeding right now.
Yeah.
He'll find his passion for it again.
Yeah.
He like kind of spree. Some gotta come around or he gotta, you know what I'm saying?
See something.
Y'all never had to deal with a aggressive mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit. What you do?
Slap the shit out of him.
Chill out, Loki.
Damn.
Pop that up.
I was dead ass for real. I'm talking about though. Don't even play with me. Come here. Yeah, headlock. All that. We rumbling.
Tumbling.
I'm talking about, boy, I had one. I'm talking about every time I come to make sure that she
good.
And I'm talking about this dog that I raised from a pup.
Yeah. Growling at the puppies.
At me.
Okay. What about the ones that growl at the puppies?
Yeah, we fighting.
Yeah.
We fighting. Yeah, we fighting.
No, for sure.
Yeah, we fighting.
I only had one that ever did that, and
did it scare you?
Not because I ain't worried about, we dog people, so I ain't worried about getting bit, because I know if the dog bite me, I'm going to handle the dog.
Nah, I'm worried about getting bit, though, Al.
Nah, see, I ain't worried about getting bit.
Yeah, nah, you better not bite me.
Hell nah.
Nah, I mean, I ain't gonna let the dog bite me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I ain't worried, like, I'm not, that's not what I'm worried about it. Yeah. It's like, man, we come from pit bulls, and, man, these dogs ain't biting for real, bro.
Nah, they will, though.
They will, but they not biting like them pits, bro.
Nah, they will, though.
Nah,
that's the crazy part.
Yeah.
They will.
Nah,
I don't see
bro.
like this same dog that I'm telling you about. I'm talking about I might be out in rotation. You feel me?
Yeah.
Say, bro, go in there and take the dogs out the incubator and put them over there with. And I'm talking about she done ran them up out that motherfucker trying.
They scared.
You better be.
Nah, that's because
if you ain't got the heart,
stay
so
away.
really,
Man, these dogs ain't biting like that,
man,
bro.
them dogs be like that. Envy,
bro, they'll bite.
Envy was like that.
A lot of these dogs' mouths can't even open that wide, bro. Like they biting. Don't get me wrong. They biting, but not enough to.
Bro, when I used to take Envy out,
we talking about we coming from pits that'll kill a human. These dogs ain't killing no human, bro.
They'll kill a baby.
Nah, for sure.
Shake.
Yeah,
for sure.
A kid like I ain't let her go around my kids like that. When she got a certain age, it was like, nah, I couldn't let her go around my kids. Like I couldn't even turn like me personally, like letting her out the cage and just walking off.
Yeah, Envy gotta go. Envy can't
yo.
be at my house.
How are y'all having this conversation without the one and not the two?
We knew you were calling in.
So Tony can tell y'all, Dose was aggressive with me.
Yeah.
Piggy bit the throat of one of her babies.
Yeah.
There's been moms come through here that they gotta get the hell out of here.
See, and Dose, that's a monstrous ass female.
That's a bad.
And let me tell you, Dose back in that time, she was fine. We were whelping. We were going good for a good 2-3 days. And this was a gazoo litter.
Yeah.
And she jumped up out of that pool and bit my thigh.
Bitch on that thigh.
Yeah.
And just let go.
Let me tell you.
She just, damn, she like, I did that.
Got some of that southern.
What picture? Hey, Tony. That afternoon, what picture did I send you of Dose with her litter?
Wrap shit. One hand wrapped to her face like this. Yeah.
I strapped her part of her neck so she couldn't jump forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
I did that for 3 days.
Man.
Guess what? We whelped for 5 weeks.
Yeah, I would
She knew real quick that I'm controlling this narrative.
I would have clucked her ass and called Tony and told her what I did.
Why you?
Not if you felt that bite on your side.
Yeah.
Not if you felt that bite on your side, baby.
Nah.
I know Tony had to go pick that dog up.
Yeah, man.
No, she whelped the whole 5 weeks. Now,
Okay. I remember
the next time, as soon as we opened the car door, she growled at me. I looked at Ashley. I'm like, take this bitch home.
Yeah,
We ain't even going upstairs.
Yeah.
You say y'all ain't going down through there, huh?
Yeah, we ain't even going down through there. Yeah.
Piggy, perfect first whelp. The next time she was here to whelp, I guess the puppy just made a move she didn't like. I called Tony. I said, the puppy's fine, but she bit it. It has a hole in the neck.
Man, Bambo, we gotta be political, bro. You know, people come on here and watch this, bro.
Tony done gave me a whole
You know what y'all gotta
If you think
understand
them
is,
people don't watch this, you crazy.
what y'all gotta understand is, the
Tony
more
done
you pay
gave me a
attention to the
man biter.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm going to show a
one
bite
thing that can cause,
Yeah.
listen, because it's going to tell everybody what can cause a dog that is great to be a shitty mom or aggressive to the puppies. When we are paying too much attention to those puppies, you need to pay attention to the mom.
Yeah.
Watch that the mom's not laying on the puppies. Watch that the mom. Hold on, y'all.
So we going
Get the fuck off the pitch. Let's go.
Nah, for sure.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, the first 3 days, the truffles with the bullies that are coming in here now, I'm putting the babies in a basket. I put them in a basket a few days. Let the moms sleep off. Eat, drink. I control the feedings. But I put those babies right back in that basket, right there with them, and they can see them. Today, Truffles dumped over the basket. Truffles is now taking over the litter.
Yeah.
And she's not just taking over her 6. She took on 3 Frenchies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the way you go into that first 2 days, look, puppies are everything. You're going to take time and check your puppies when you put them in the basket and when you're controlling the feedings. And your hands are on them enough. But mom is feeling like crap. Mom done been through it, had surgery, been sedated. Now we got her on pain meds, antibiotics. She's trying to eat right. She needs your attention.
Nah, for sure.
So whenever you pay too much attention to those puppies and not really to mom as much as she needs, she will have an animosity to those puppies, and she will start snapping at them.
Yeah.
Got to think about it. They go to sleep regular, wake up hurting. Like, what the hell happened to me? Like, and then a lot of times people don't people don't watch them heavily when they still under that anesthesia. And so they really they kind of drunk in the mind. And these dogs act crazy under the anesthesia.
Like, if they come to me and they're already lifting that lip or showing me anything that I'm not digging, I will take the puppies away from them, bottle feed them for a few hours, let mom sleep for a good 6. And then we'll get to work when you wake up, because I'm going to give you molasses. We're getting all this out of your system.
For sure.
Yeah.
When you take your moms home, give them a tablespoon of molasses.
Yeah.
That sedation brings their glucose down to the lowest level possible. That's what puts them to sleep.
Yep.
Well, now give them the strongest sugar we can and get it out of them.
For sure.
That aggression comes a lot from us just not paying attention to the mom.
Yeah.
Like back in the days with Dose, I'm sorry, my goal was good puppies. I was always touching puppies. I was always moving the puppies in and out of the incubator. 9 times out of 10 now, by day 4 or 5, I got my TV screen with 9 cameras on it in January and February. I had 9 cameras running on my screen. Right now I got 2. But my screen, if I walk into my living room, my screen is on. I'm watching the mom. I'm watching what she's doing with them. Whelping is about, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of my energy, my time, everything.
For sure.
But I let the moms be a freaking mom, because I've noticed when you let them do that, the whelp is so much smoother. The puppies are so much healthier.
For sure.
Yeah, I got me some little chunky.
And bad milk, going back to that part.
Chunky teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Shit milk, mastitis, all that. My tequila, my little bitty Frenchie, the little micro Frenchie, was feeding 16 puppies at one time.
Yeah.
He got one little nipple. They were all Tonys.
Yep.
Believe me, not everybody can just whelp on my Frenchies. Not everybody.
On one nipple. You say she was
on one. No, on one Frenchie.
Yeah.
So, okay. How about
on one
bad
Frenchie?
motherfucking nipple,
But she got mastitis.
Hey, what?
Listen, she got mastitis in one nipple.
Oh yeah. You can
I milked that bad boy. I milked that bad boy for a couple of days. Put cabbage on it while they were feeding on the rest of the nipples. You have to nip it in the bud right away. One of my clients decided to whelp his own female this second litter she had. I don't care why he decided to, but, he whelped her. They whelped her herself. Well, she just had surgery and lost 3 nipples from mastitis.
Dang.
So know that this is very serious. It can get serious fast. And even if you can't go get antibiotics right now, cabbage is an anti-inflammatory.
For sure.
It works through the skin. You get it super cold. You let it sit on there till it's soft and soggy. Then you go get you a warm rag and put the warm rag on there after you use the cabbage. Because just like a tooth infection, if we go putting heat on it because it makes it feel better, it will draw the infection through your skin.
Yeah.
Google it.
You know, I was using that cabbage too. Just on the bad nipple though, because it'll drain them other nipples too. It'll dry
What
them
did you say? What's my?
I was saying just on that. You just want to use that cabbage on that bad nipple though, because it'll dry up or try to dry up those other nipples.
Hey, Queen.
Yeah, you just wanna cut it. If you want to use a couple of layers of the cold cabbage to keep it cold longer, you can do that. I only do that like with multiple layers if when I touch it, she's I know she's in pain.
Yeah.
So I use a couple of extra. But if you're catching it when you see that crap looking like chocolate milk, put that on there and just do it every time you're feeding that litter for a couple of days. You can knock it out.
Yeah, I only dealt with it one time.
I dealt with it one time.
Yeah.
Bambo Jenkins, what do you mean? What are my two biggest red flags for what?
For whelping while whelping. Like,
While whelping.
Yeah.
Or whenever they're going to be aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, like today, Truffles is perfect with me because I whelped her when she was born. She probably recognizes my smell, the house smell. My husband walks up to her and she was growling at me. He said, I ain't doing it. I thought she was laying on a puppy, but she wasn't. But he was like, she's growling at me.
Yeah.
Back up. That little throat growl, they'll move their lip a certain way. If they zone in on you with their eyes and they're not moving any other part of their body, that's a sign.
Yeah.
You done found a trigger to that dog. Something you're doing
Triggered.
that dog don't like. A movement.
Yeah.
You're too close to that side of the box with the pups. Like, I've been doing this a long time, y'all. I've had dogs jump out of the whelping box with me.
Yeah.
Red flags for puppies. If something's wrong, they quit eating. They're lethargic. They're not moving as quickly as other puppies. I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all were talking about people coming in your house. I don't think Tony's been in my house in over 3 years.
Yeah, I ain't been in there in a minute.
No breeder. Ever since that time when he dealt with parvo and we didn't know where the hell it came from, that's when I stopped people coming in my house.
Yeah.
Because I know my dog that we didn't have it in here. I still had his litters here.
Yeah. Man, that part.
But when that happened to him and we did not know where the hell it came from, they can't come in here. And ever since I stopped that,
I need some help.
I don't deal with coccidia. I don't deal with giardia. I don't deal with.
That shit is.
I don't deal with all these problems.
Look,
I never had to deal with any of that either.
Man, I'm telling you,
bro.
It's
right now. If you walk in the living room at the doghouse, I got an IV bag hanging.
Get the hell out of here.
Say I got an IV bag just hanging on the ceiling here. You never ready to plug her in. Hey,
look, I know everybody listening. I know y'all hear stories about Queen. But I call Tony a lot when I have his dogs. And where am I at? I'm where I can show him right there, them puppies. I'm around some puppies.
Yeah.
I'm upstairs, downstairs, in the box, sending in camera shots of me in the box.
Yeah, she be sending shots. That's what.
There ain't puppies just over here dropping dead at Queen's house. So when I post about hydro deformities, this is because these are the problems I have, genetic problems. I don't have aspiration problems. I don't have coccidia, giardia, and I got a lot of dogs in my house.
Queen.
Yeah.
Southern Queen.
Yes.
But they got a big head and they fire. You don't see how big the head is on it?
Baby, I'm so done with that big head shit. I'm posting the dog saying it's hydro.
Yeah.
You know, people are literally blocking me from commenting on their shit because they know I will come say it.
Yeah.
So why you?
Because that's how common it is.
Why you don't just jump in their inbox? Hey, you know that's a hydro pub.
Oh, I do. You want me to post that? They cuss me out in the inbox too.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why. It's because these breeders that don't recognize the problem. The last hydro me and Tony had, I literally called him early in the morning. I said, I'm breaking out the ultimate sound. We're going to look at this shit together.
Yeah. You know me, I'll be quick.
I know my shit. So when I tell y'all that, don't get offended. But there are breeders that haven't been breeding long enough to understand what we're mixing, what we're doing.
Hey, look.
And they get offended right away.
People get too caught into the money.
Yeah.
But when you think about it as a breeder, bro, you don't you don't want that shit in your program. You don't want to have to continuously deal with a problem in your program. You know, litter after litter after litter.
Yeah, Queen
So,
Cobb.
I'll give y'all an example. I'll give y'all an example of my own. I know Tony saw the post. I posted Polly Pocket. Her whole litter, well, the whole litter off Luna's first litter, Hostage's first litter, all died of hydro. 5 out of 6 were dead by 5 weeks. Clefts and hydro. Polly Pocket, in my mind, she was good. Like, we good. I even sent her to live with Brittany and Brian. I was like, look, if she turns out, we're going to breed her. If not, I know you wanted a Frenchie as a companion. She's yours.
Yeah.
13 months, y'all, Brittany calls me hysterical. Molly was eating lunch, and she had a massive seizure, and she's dead.
Damn.
So let me go back to her first well puppy check with Mills. Mills picked her up, and he goes, Queen, you know this puppy has hydro. I said, no, she don't. I said, she ain't never made me suspect she even had a hydro. So sometimes, y'all, we can all be blind to it, even me.
Yeah.
But I think it was more of my want and my hope that she was just perfect, that at least one survived. I was happy, like, she's good. Yeah. She had hydro. My litter I just dropped, 6 weeks ago. They all looked healthy. They all looked great. Day 2, one of the biggest ones just died. It was Saturday. I couldn't make it for necropsy. I couldn't make it to Mills. I called my partner. I said, I'm going to let you know right now I'm cutting this bitch open right now because I feel a ball in her stomach and I want to know what the hell it is. I cut her open myself because I got the books to compare this shit to. I got it, the anatomy books. She had a twisted stomach. Her intestines were literally in a knot. So she threw up brown shit. In other words, why is a newborn puppy throwing up brown stuff if they're only drinking mom's milk, right?
Yeah.
She was throwing up shit that she couldn't shit.
Oh, damn.
Then I had 2 that by week 3.5, they had not grown since week 1.
Mm-hmm.
I told her, I've done everything. I dewormed them. I gave them this, that, and the third. Let me tell y'all something. Queen ain't breeding Fluffy no more. Queen, I'm not with the fads. I like my little micros. I like my 2 new little bullies. I'm going a whole different direction. All the fads, they can keep it.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it no more. I can whelp the crap out of them, but breeding them to my females is not benefiting me.
Yeah,
it's not working.
Shit. Yeah. I feel that.
You know, but my females did great with all these other males.
For sure.
So I'm not made for that. I can whelp the crap out of these fluffies. I can whelp everybody. I can whelp whatever y'all want. But in my yard, I'm not going to do it.
Nah, for sure. Yeah.
You know, because Queen with the Frenchies has taken so many L's, or just because of small-ass litters, or I'm going back to the bullies, y'all. I'm going back to my bullies. When I was breeding my bullies, I was having 6, 7. I think the most I had was 8.
Yeah. We got to let some more people come in. Yeah, we finna get to it.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all know I can't have a whelping combo without me.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
Appreciate you calling in always.
All right, guys. Love y'all.
All right, now.
Love you.
All right. Bambo, you say what's the number 1 sign for hydro?
Shit, that big ass bubble on your mouth.
They have these protruding eyes that protrude out, and then they also have a big ass like bubble head. That's what I was just laughing at.
Shout out to my boy Stevie one time.
And they also, if you feel at the top of the head, you can feel on some of them bigger than the other. You can feel like a hole. He texted the group chat.
Damn.
Call in numbers 214-347-4663.
Bro, quick with the pistol.
3. Yeah, so that's
welcome to
what other problems have y'all?
Podcast.
We just to give, you know.
Damn.
What you laughing at?
Man, that's quick. What?
What you talking about?
The pose, boy, that shit went up.
I think it's Stevie Dre.
Damn.
Stevie Dre a fool, boy.
Boy, that whole quick.
And they also smaller than the rest of the litter. But when they get older, the hydros, they act off too. You know, they just you trust me. When you got one, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna know you got one. They have the protrude eyes.
That shit cool.
Big apple head, like compared to the rest of the litter.
I'm finna be on their ass, boy.
What you got going on, Tony? Because I seen the
steak. I'm on their ass, man. Coming. I got some pressure, man, and I got some pressure built up.
Okay, let me know something.
We gonna hit these tables. Yeah, man, it's gonna get real.
Show for show.
Show for show.
Going on tour.
We gonna be back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we back. We definitely fucking some shit up this time around. You know, I think once you know when you spin that block that first time and you know you start feeling success, feeling some type of success. You know what I'm saying? And I won't say you don't fumble, but you kind of just don't get back to where you used to being at.
Mm-hmm.
And so you kind of look back on things you could have did, things you could have fixed. You know what I'm saying? Ways you could have been better. And I guess through the transition phase, or whatever phase I'm in right now, you know what I'm saying? I definitely got a whole little vision going. Like everything is calculated.
Who you telling?
You know what I'm saying?
God damn, they going in on that post with Buddy, man. That nigga Littlefoot finna have to breed frogs or something.
That boy said frogs.
That nigga ain't no good in the bully game. That nigga David editor in the bully game. No good, man.
Don't you know no good?
Nah, for sure. God damn.
I can't believe this, man. You see some shit in life, man.
Let's see who we got here. So what y'all think about the video, Prophet and Smirk? Live on the Bully Spin podcast, who we got?
What up?
Okay, we got the one and only. They can't clone me. Sorry I missed today, but next week I'm on the way. Hey, man, I called in to really talk about this mark-ass nigga that was calling niggas bitches and failed stud owners, and now he on there getting his dog repoed?
Oh, you
this
talking about
crazy.
You talking about niggas scared to fight Daydream? You talking about him?
Man, this is crazy, bro.
Damn.
That's who you talking about?
What's really going on? Talk to me.
Because I done heard some dirt on. I heard he threw a slug at me or two.
Let's get messy.
Yeah.
Let's get messy. Yeah. Red zone. Yeah.
What's going on, Mo? Because we kind of just got the news while we up here. What's the word out there?
I ain't gonna lie. If I knew this was gonna be the news, I'd have pulled up today for this. Because karma's a bitch, ain't it?
Yeah. What's the word though? What's going on?
Listen. I'm just curious, right? What makes you a successful stud owner when you don't got a stud?
I mean, I guess if you get on live and you tell everybody your dog is breeding.
But listen.
You know,
I got somebody calling right now trying to use my dog, so I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
Damn.
Man, that's crazy.
He hyped it up and got up out of here.
Man, say.
Nah.
Man.
I don't know. How do y'all feel about that though, man? As far as the business in the bully game, bro. Like
what you mean?
You feel like it's more bad business than ever right now because money getting low?
Nah, I just think it's
do your research, man.
Yeah, you got
You
gotta know you do buying, you spending your money with.
Yeah, bro.
Every bankroll ain't a good bankroll. You feel?
Let's say all money ain't good money, man.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, man. Shit, motherfuckers getting finessed out of people that been finessing. Shit. Somebody gonna wake the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The finesse keeps
in that situation, but let's look at some other situations to where, like, you got you still got the Albert Einstein and 30. You know that situation right there.
That's a whole lot of gumbo.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of different things that's been going on in the bully game.
Yeah.
You got
I would have been like, shit.
See, the thing, you gotta do business, bro.
Yeah.
The first thing about business is black and white.
Yeah.
You ain't doing real business if you ain't verbal. If you doing verbal, you need to have your phone on recording or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I don't even recommend verbal, bro.
Nah, black and white really is the way to go.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you out of there.
Yeah.
He said. She said.
And
Yeah,
you hear some people say, man, if my word ain't good, then it's nothing. You know,
shit, a lot of niggas word ain't good.
It's nothing, bro.
Nothing.
Because when you go into
man, I had a nigga.
Hey, when you go,
look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a nigga like shit send me like, hey, bro, I'm trying to buy a puppy. I'm like, all right, bet, send me the deposit. You know, it's $500. He's like, all right, bet, boom. He sent me the $500 and stopped answering the phone.
Yeah,
like just like how you left the vet and had to go get that $40. Yeah, that shit seemed petty.
That $40,
but it's business at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's business. It's business for sure. I understood.
At the end of the day, they handling business. It's like, you know, hey, this is what we charge. This is what you got to pay.
Yeah.
You know, if we do, imagine if we did 40 people like that. You know, where next time they know you good for it. You know, but imagine if we did 40 people like that. You know, they could be in. You know, put them behind the bar.
I done bought every staff in that Joker tacos. You know?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They know you good for it.
So when it come to me, you know what I'm saying. I'm more like, you know, $40. You know, I wipe my ass with that type of shit. You know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So why you want to do me like that? You gonna send me? You gonna send me down? You know what I'm saying? To the bank.
It's just business, bro. It ain't personal.
To the bank.
It ain't personal, just business, bro. They know you. They know you good for it.
Shit, I got a $40.
They know you ain't running off with it.
I know I got a $40 to Dr. Mills vet.
They just, you know, it's just bit. But you can't. But I'm saying that's a favor, right? But you can't get mad when somebody keep it strictly business, right? They can do you a favor of, you know, don't worry about it, man. That's a hassle for you to have to go down the road and get that money, then come back here. Don't worry about it. That's a favor.
But
the business part of it is just you know.
If it's like you growing, like when you get when you get you a credit card or a bank card, you build that relationship. So if I'm short, or if I need to borrow here or come there, shit, that's about the relationship.
Daydream say, "Can y'all open up the prayer line?" The prayer line is open, my boy, and the number is pinned at the top of the YouTube.
Man, it's crazy. If y'all want to come in and shout your boy out, man. Gonna hit that line. Yeah, bro, but I think this is gonna be a great time, bro. We're gonna get back to it, man.
What's next in the bully gang? Because that's also what I'm talking about.
That's what's
here
next,
soon. Here soon.
Us.
I ain't gonna say here soon because you never know how long a run would be. But you know, you gotta imagine that one day Crown is gonna be closed to the public. He's gonna be retired. They may have a son off of him that they close him down.
It's hard. It's gonna be hard to come after that.
And then once it's wide open, what y'all think next?
From what I'm seeing, the stud you gonna have a good selection to pick from.
Yeah.
When it comes to that Crown brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be. I think
something off him would be next.
Yeah, I mean, it's only right if something off of him be next. But, you know, you got other brands that's going to have some next, too.
Yeah.
Like, what's the name? Them got a new boy they been posting. What's his name? Emmanuel?
Yeah.
Manny?
Mm-hmm.
The one that owned Bull Sauce? Yeah.
They got
a little boy. They been.
The Lilac boy?
Yeah, I believe he is.
What's his name?
I don't know his name. I know he's talking about.
I had just seen it today.
But, you know, he looked dressed up well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Manny know what he got to do. She's got to come outside once or twice. Once he spin that book.
And you know what's crazy? He used to come out.
Oh yeah, man. I got plenty. When he came to Austin, shit, we took a picture of Bull Sachi in person. Yeah. Bull Sachi was cool, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a dog. That was a dog.
No, for sure.
Yeah. That's one dog I know. Yeah, he was all that. You know what I'm saying?
Comments. What y'all think? You know, what do y'all think is next?
Yeah, what does y'all think is next?
I know you can say, you know, just speculating. There's room for a chocolate try. There's room for a black try.
When
you think we'll go back to a blue dog? I don't see it.
A blue dog?
Yeah,
if it's hard enough.
Yeah, I think if it's dope, like you gotta be fire.
Dope, yeah, it gotta be.
Yeah, I'm talking about his jawbone gotta be like phenomenal. Like he gotta be stacked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I think that next one definitely gotta be stacked. No play. By no means.
What y'all think in the comments? What's next? Take out Crown. If there's no Crown, what's next in the game? They say, look at Bo Jackson. Yeah, you got Bo Jack. He doing his thing for sure. Y'all think we'll ever have another stud though? Could like another game-changing stud? Because
Most definitely. Everybody working. It's work. It's work being put in every day.
Yeah, but like as we get
puppies dropping.
Here's another way to look at it. Like it's like certain dogs are needed during certain times, right? So Bape was needed when people were trying to get that saucy, add a little more sauce and with the color. Crown was needed when people wanted that lilac tri, get more of a tighter, cleaner bull. As we get closer and closer to a more complete dog, is the opportunity there for a dog to have that type of run, like a Bape or Crown?
Time repeats itself, man.
Yeah.
Once you clean them up enough, guess what? They going back freaky.
Yeah.
Once you freak them out, guess what? They going back clean. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's gonna always happen.
Yeah,
unless you have a program where I want to stay clean.
Yeah.
I started off wrong. Mm-hmm. But I ain't gonna dump what I got. I'm just gonna clean it up and I'm gonna stay clean.
Yeah.
For sure.
But let me ask you this. When you decide to stay clean, do your dogs get bigger? Do your legs stay straight?
Yeah, you get taller.
It depends on how clean you talking about.
Yo.
Yo, this Adrian, what's up, man? I had to call back again, bro.
He got some news. I see you been creeping.
Nah, I ain't got no news, bro. I ain't got no news. But look, this I'll say on topic and stuff like that. I think I have never seen it before. As far as the industry going dirty and then going back clean. I mean, we have never seen that before.
Yeah, we have.
Crown. No, we haven't. Crown's not clean. Crown is not remotely. Crown is not remotely clean.
He's not clean, but he's cleaner. So back in like.
No,
he's just talking about this morning when you had dogs like Mini Gorilla and Toad Line and all that shit, and they got real dirty.
That was heavy. Real heavy.
These dogs that we have now are way cleaner than them dogs. Like.
They're not cleaner. They're just better put together. Cleaner does not equivalent to no. These dogs are well put together. They're not cleaner.
No, I'm saying cleaner. Like Daydream, we used to have like some bulldoggy shit, like, and that used to be like what people wanted because we were at a point where people had clean dogs and they were trying to add them bulldoggy features in, and some of the stuff would come out like damn near a bulldog.
Yeah,
like
no tail, short back.
I feel like at this point, I get what y'all saying, but they're like I can get what you're saying, but then I still don't get it because like we all trying to like perfect what we have going on. And Crown just came around at the perfect time where he's a happy medium on everything. He's not overdone in the front. He don't have an overdone EB face. He got the mixture where he got the bulldog in the face, but also it's clean and tight enough to where we like it. He got the nice muscle definition, like his top line. He got nice muscle definition. The full tail, lilac tri, no pod, no brindle. So when you have a dog like that, that's not going to throw you pod. That's lilac tri. I mean, what more can you ask for? A lot of these studs like King carry pod ball. American Boy carry pod ball. So a lot of these dogs not even equivalent to Crown because they're carrying undesirable traits. This dog has no undesirable traits.
Yeah. That's one of the things that make them so tough. But let me ask you this. Is there room for another dog in the game to come in and be as transcendent or have just as much impact? Or do you think this is probably the last run on that, that a dog at this level?
I think right now Crown's going to have the market and the game sold up. It's what I say, right? There's a lot of dogs out there that people can deem probably more impressive. You know what I mean? People can like, oh, I like this dog better, and I can understand where they coming from. But as far as having the genetics, and we don't know what's going to be next. We don't know what's going to be next. I mean, so that is very hard for like prediction for me to make, because if you look at history, like Crown is sitting with the Bapes, with the Miyagis, with the Bullseyes, with the Bulsachis. I mean, he's sitting with the great, and you notice Bape wave ended, and then it was a little cluttered, it was a little cloudy. Other dogs getting used, and then Crown came out. And then, so I think it's going to get a little cloudy, and then you're going to have another stud come out. You know what I mean? Who the dog's going to be off of, I don't know. What style of dog is going to be, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
like
I think
you have dogs that get used and they got majorly used, but it's just like never to the level of like to where you remember it, like Crown or Bait, because during that time you still had like after Bait you still had like Sensei,
but it's the
Pimpin' Ain't Easy, and you still had a lot of other dogs that did some work, and
you got them like
Lemon Drop.
A lot of these dogs they run into issues. You know what I'm saying? As far as the owners have issues to where they can't even push the dogs like they really want to no more, because they might have been called a scam, or something was bad for business. You know what I'm saying? Or anything in that nature. But I think one.
But this is what it like. Go ahead, my bad. I don't mean to cut you off. My bad.
Somebody say you put ice in your orange juice.
One thing I can say about Crown,
I actually do, bro,
is that he doing what Bape and them did at an early age.
Yeah.
Right.
He did like the shit that they accomplished for is kicking out stud for stud, like, cause everybody know it's easy to make a hard female, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
that male,
you got a dog that's giving it to you. A whole bunch of quality males, man.
And to this day, bro, it's funny that you say that, because I was on a live maybe a couple of days ago, and I'm just listening to it, and they were talking about what son came off, what son that had an impact came off of Bape. And I'm like, okay, so you looking back at it now, and you comparing it to like a Crown, and you may not see the impact that some of these dogs had, but Bape had a lot of sons that had an impact during his time. Like a lot of sons, just like Crown. Crown got a lot of sons that had, and probably ain't reached the impact that those Bape sons have reached yet. As far as how many.
Let me ask you this. What did Bape represent? As far as before Bape was a brand in the bloodline, what did he represent? Like, what was his, like how Bulsachi represented Bullseye?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did Bape?
The Hayes line shit.
The Hayes line.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's representing Bape now?
Because then they had the Lotto boy, and then, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Crown.
Yeah, I mean, you could say Crown.
Yeah, Crown.
You can say that, but
so Crown is
the paperwork is up in the air, bro. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
What paperwork up in the air?
So is it Rascal or is it?
That's what I'm saying.
Pimpy.
I knew you was gonna combat. I knew you was gonna combat me
and these
with
are
Rascal. That's
sons?
why I said that.
These are Bape sons, grandkids.
No, so Crown. Well, regardless of what you want to say, but what the owners say, I go what the owners say. The owners say that Crown Daddy is Pimpy. Pimpy is off of Bape.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Man,
so Bape still his.
You got a lot of people on the internet that speculate. And
I didn't know that.
Rascal
look,
speculate Ralph that
they did the DNA test and had Rascal.
Did you see it though? It wasn't like how 30 did his to where you could see it.
Yeah.
It was just, hey, this the DNA test.
This is what we did. Believe us. Like, hell nah, but like in 2024, bro, everything got to be well calculated and everything got to be, this shit should have been premeditated, bro. And so, you have to make sure that you document something. If you want to make a big allegation like that, you should make sure you covering all your bases and actually prove to us that is his son. Bro,
Alan. So look,
Alan.
Okay, so look.
Do you really?
That was a failed promotion strategy.
If I ask you this question, if I say, Alan, how much percentage do you believe that Pimpy is Crown Daddy?
So this the argument at hand,
so
right?
Like, this what I'm gonna tell you.
Why they
you say 80? You say 80?
This is what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. Hold on. The people that was involved.
The percentage though, like
hold on. You got Golden Line, you got JB. Hold on, let me finish. You got Golden Line, you got JB, you got Kenny. At the beginning, they all said the dog was off of Pimpy.
Right. Okay.
When JB fell out with whoever he fell out with, he started saying the dog was off of Rascal. Was not in question is that the same breeder in Korea
that was riding the ride.
They should do episodes.
They got Pimpy semen.
$5 to go through the process.
So Pimpy semen was sent out there. That's a fact. I mean, if you told me it was off of Pimpy, it's off of Pimpy. You can't come to me when you get mad and say, "Nah, it's not off that shit." Now it's like, okay, you mad, so now you have a reason to try to tear somebody down.
Because his money line was cut off. Because his money line was cut off, so you know what I mean. They had to cut him off.
I'm more likely to believe the person that's good. You know, that got good nature going on. You know, you're not under any type of pressure, or you're not under any type of.
That'd be a good money grab too.
You know what I'm saying? You're not under any type of. You're not mad. You have no agenda.
Sometimes you do have to. Sometimes you do have to believe the whistleblower as well. You know what I mean? So I can't. Well, I will discredit it because
I can't call him a liar.
Look, I'm gonna say I want to ask.
I know.
I want to ask you though, like how much percentage do you believe?
Man, bro, it's 50-50, bro.
Okay, 50-50. I wanted you to be.
But look,
it's 50-50 because.
So hold on.
So do you have some type of doubt too?
The reason why it's 50-50 is because we know that there's been other people that have lied about who other dogs' dads was.
But let me say this though.
They could have lied to. Do y'all know how many puppies?
Both of the dogs are supposed to be. They got motion, right?
Yeah.
Both of them got motion.
Yeah.
So why not just do the test?
Because it makes no sense for Golden Line to do the test.
Why not?
Because it make no sense.
But the Golden Line, did he produce it or buy it?
He bought it.
You don't want to know?
But at the same time, you know, that's what was told to him.
Nah, bro, we already know. Bro, that's like bait, right? Bait people,
you don't think he's still gonna make that money if he?
Okay. So just like this, like what Daydream is about to say, bait pedigree. You know, it was all different type of rumors. Every transcendent dog like that has rumors of who their parent is.
But it wouldn't be easy though.
They used to say he was off a Hungarian Frenchie, and some folks would say he's off a Shorty Bull, Bulldog. It's a whole lot of shit out there about Bape. When you look at his pedigree, he got all these blue dogs.
This is 2024.
Hold on.
But listen to me. People like the dog.
Yeah.
The physical dog.
But just the one.
But Bape pedigree don't make sense though. That's the difference. Bape pedigree. If you look at Bape pedigree, Bape pedigree does not make no sense. It doesn't add up.
This the dog. This the dog that'll bite you.
Oh yeah, that bitch got God.
Say my partner got the dope crack. He won't go in there. He won't go.
Ain't no motherfucking way I'm going there.
But regardless, people like the physical dog. Like what. You could have said Bape was off of
that bitch like got some drive too.
A Jamaican spit monkey.
That ain't no bully, nigga. Ain't no, that's a pit.
People would have
that's a pit.
Yeah,
right
that motherfucker look like he can bite, low key.
That's my exotic.
Look,
that motherfucker got so Doberman and everything.
That bitch got a big ass snout.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
So look at this real quick, right? If you breed a blue dog, if you breed blue dog to that lilac female, right? Half your litter should come out blue. That whole litter was lilac. There was no blue in that litter.
What litter?
From what they showed, huh?
What litter?
The litter that Crown was supposed to be off of. There was no blue dogs
Crown,
in that
or you
litter.
talking about Bape?
I'm talking about Crown.
Crown.
We don't have that much information on Bape. Nobody cared about it.
Okay.
So, but if you look at it, but look at it. Crown pedigree makes sense. Bape pedigree makes no sense. When you look at the colors, and break down his pedigree, it makes no sense. Crown pedigree makes sense, okay?
Now but now people are versus as to when Bape first came out, and right now with Crown, people are a lot more educated.
Well, I mean, they're more educated, but it's like, okay, look, it still makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to have a whole
people selling puppies, $40,000 a puppy, $50,000 puppies. Ooh, them hoes.
Like it's like some of the shit that was kind of in the dark, it's like in the light now. So you come in the game knowing that some of these papers are hung and you know, or a lot of these papers are hung on the back end. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a big.
Y'all remember when like Interstate came out with all them $5 on their little banner? Yeah, Dab, Lil Mayo. Yeah.
They had Dab, Bape, Lil Mayo, Hayes.
That was a 5.
Dab, Bape, Lil Mayo, Hayes, one more.
That's it.
I didn't have another one.
No, that wasn't it. That was it, dog.
Okay, that's 4.
5.
Dab, Bape, Lil Mayo, Hayes.
Was it 8?
5.
8.
But he wasn't on the banner though.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's been a while. That's been a minute.
And that was dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yep. I was like, damn, there's some fly ass dog.
Nah, for sure.
And dog like that, niggas. I was like, damn, them hoes cool in a bitch.
But
like I say,
end of the day, bro, people like the dog.
Yeah.
People like Bape. People like Crown.
I feel like
you
can
say
Hayes,
whoever the dog is off.
I feel like Hayes.
I feel like they would have got bread too.
Yeah, I feel like Hayes was a hell of a dog. Like
if he didn't, for one, if he didn't produce the dog, it's not his fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
not at all.
He just ran into a bag.
I make. Hey, you wanna see who? I make them pay for it. I do a 5-episode season on Tubi.
I think
the whole
shit. That'll be dope.
The whole process.
I think right now with them, as of the run they having, it's about legacy. You get what I'm saying?
You don't think the dog gonna do what he doing there? He done did it.
Yeah, but I'm saying I feel like it's about.
It's more about.
It's more about legacy, like the dog legacy. Like there's no point of even putting that in the atmosphere, you know, because somebody got mad and now they know, you know.
So let me ask you this. So if right now Crown represent Bape, right? And this is with him being a pimpin' ain't easy son, right?
No, Pimpy.
A Pimpy son?
Yeah.
Pimpy, yeah.
Okay, so what would be his legacy if it's the other route?
TBC.
Rash could go back to bully camp line shit.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
It ain't no problem.
It ain't like that either you offer name or you offer no name. It's like nigga, both of them.
It's like this, low key. If everybody know you as being, I'm trying to see how I could put it, but if everybody know you as a certain way, let's say everybody know low key. I can't even think of a way to put it, but everybody know you as being a certain way.
I know. I kind of know what you're saying.
Yeah, everybody know you as being a certain way. Somebody come and say low key ain't like that. He a different way. He this way. Are you gonna go prove to the motherfucker that say that you a different way, that you the way that everybody know you are?
So basically, yeah.
It don't make sense.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it don't make sense for them. They just keep doing their thing, keep breeding their dogs, you know, keep producing, and his legacy is just gonna keep going on and on. Like, it's no point of. I think it's best to stay out of shit like that. Like when you a stud owner, it's best to stay out of the politics.
Be a superstar.
I got a question.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Alan,
be a superstar.
Alan,
you can't have me do this, bro, because
Alan,
this is a superstar.
I got a question for you. So with you having an upcoming stud, what is gonna be your place when you pop your new stud out?
Who says I have a new stud?
I'm just saying, like,
I mean, hey, I got puppies.
Well,
I ain't say I got a new stud.
Well, what's your percentage you think that you may have one?
It's a puppy.
Yeah, I know.
I got a male in the litter, but it's a puppy.
All right, man.
You know, nah, for real. That, you know, like shit. He might get sold. He might, you know, he might not be
as great.
He might not be up to what I want him to be.
I still feel like if he ain't where you want, like what you want, I still feel like you gonna keep him and try to make better.
Nah,
he gone.
I don't think
sold, bro.
I don't think you gonna give it away like that.
You don't think you done seen me do it?
Yeah, I just know where you at in
Bro,
your career.
You know, Soldier was the first male I ever kept. Before that, I'm just breeding females. And I'm selling I done had nice males before Soldier, but Soldier was
different.
He was what I wanted. He was what I liked. You know, if this not what I want, if it's not what I like, he getting sold.
Yeah.
It might be what somebody else want, what somebody else like. Yeah. But if it's not something that I feel like can keep pushing my program forward,
done.
You know, I go breed to the next male.
For sure.
Slide a little saga in there, a little further in here and there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's how I breed, bro. That's just me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I feel
just because a male come out don't mean he gonna be a stud. Yeah.
But you got a high probability of getting that shit out of there.
Maybe.
And that's how you feel with yours too, huh?
Oh yeah. You know, I done produced stud every little, man. I done produced a nice, made some bad, you know, decisions in life. I'm not gonna get it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I done produced stud pretty much off every little that touchdown shit from what Pretty Boy, Zoomania.
Nah, for sure.
Shit, and I don't remember how
Thanos.
And
some of them dogs just like you have to do what you did with them. You gotta sell them, bro. If you just
keep it for yourself,
you keep your superstar. You know what you want your superstar to be, and then the other nice dogs you gotta sell them, bro, because people gotta know they can come to your yard and get something nice,
top tier.
Yeah, they gotta know that.
Yeah,
you know?
Sure. Don't nobody want to get washed out.
For sure.
Yeah, nah, you gonna spend $20,000 with a nigga and give you some goddamn Reggie. Like, nah, nigga, shoe smoking.
For sure, for sure, man.
Yeah, I want what you want to keep. Yeah.
Y'all got anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, I got a shout out.
Yeah,
for sure.
I got a shout out. One shout out one time to my boy. You know what I'm saying? We gonna
what's his name?
Monte Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We gonna shout out. We want everybody to subscribe, like. You know what I'm saying? His YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Go check him out.
Okay.
Young rising star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Go check out Young Monte.
Young Monte. See we doing shout outs. Man, say I ain't really got too much, man.
Shout out to everybody that's supporting us, man.
Yeah, shout out.
For sure. Shout out to everybody that's supporting us each and every week. You know, just for y'all, we're gonna bring y'all a surprise next week, man. Hopefully.
When we gonna?
I ain't gonna tell you that. I ain't gonna tell you what or how or what. But
how we gonna tell them? How we gonna break it out? Break the news.
Man, Spot, you got this thing ready to be cut, Sputters? Cause Tony on here acting trash.
Let's go, Artie.
Dog on the beat, bully. I'm a bully, spitter literally. My passenger seat got a bully on. Got a top dollar bitch. Shit 30, and she rich. If you ain't top off, you a bitch. We bout our ends cut and split. I really cut ends when I split. Barber in the act, I keep a clip. Limbo, this is not a rental. I got hella bitches, need a kennel. I got hella bitches trying to breed. Big dog, nigga, need a leash. Doggy style, I'm a dog out. Single, never been in a dog house. I'm a big dog, pet me gently. We'll fry your bitch, he Frenchy. Got your bitch in heat, I'm a stud. Your little bitch is weak, look like pud. Spin the lever, air out your bud. Golden retriever, no air bud. Pockets look like big X, but these clippers don't leave no